We have some breaking news for you. Thousands of anti-ICE protesters in downtown LA marching onto the freeway, blocking traffic on the 101 and speaking out against President Trump's immigration policies. KCAL News reporter Amanda Sorrentino live in downtown where protesters are facing off with law enforcement. Amanda?
Well, thousands of people here protesting Trump's immigration policies. I mean, just look behind me. You see the 101 still shut down here. We are at Spring Street. And you can see this is the Alameda Street Union Station exit right there. No protesters on the freeway now, but this is causing major gridlock throughout this downtown area here. We're also seeing a lot of graffiti that's actually been put on to the freeway today. Caltrans already going through and trying to cover most of that. Seeing, you can walk with me. You can see a lot of these protesters here. They're all gathering all throughout the area here. We're seeing a lot of Mexican flags waving and signs going against Trump's policies. Very, very noisy out here. So we have the horns going off. Also a lot of fireworks too. So it's definitely a little tricky walking around this area. But if you look down this way towards Main and Aliso, you can see that's pretty much where everybody's gathering right now. This all started at the Placida Olvera on Olvera Street near downtown LA earlier this morning about 11:30, and everyone kind of made their way to City Hall. Really, this demonstration is taking over this entire area. If we can go to our chopper now overhead, you can kind of see what's exactly happening here and just how spread out this demonstration is. And a freeway still closed here, so it's making it very difficult to get around here. But a lot of people are voicing their opinion about what's going on here, and thousands here blocking that traffic for hours on the 101. And actually what happened, Gio, was protesters made their way onto the 101, then police got them off the freeway, then they made it back on. Now they're back off the freeway, but they're keeping it closed for now, as you can see here. So we did speak to some of those protesters just a bit ago. Take a listen.
We need to stop repeating history. This has been going on for so many years, and I just show up because we need to keep showing up.
Right now, these are needed. They're very much needed because it is the moment where you are going to see that all of the voices, all of the people are together. And when we're together, we will not be divided.
Okay, and those demonstrators speaking out against President Trump's immigration policies and his promise of mass deportation. And if you come back out to us live here, you can just see how much is going on out here. Lots of flags waving, a lot of people just speaking what they want to say. And then also LAPD choppers overhead, so is CHP as well. A lot of horns honking. You really just can't get through this area at all. So unless you're going to be part of this demonstration, I would advise to stay out of this area because it's pretty impossible to get around here. It took us quite a bit of time, Gio, to get down here for this live shot. But this will be ongoing for the foreseeable future, at least into the evening.
Certainly a lot going on. Amanda, thank you so much. We'll check.
Well, turning now to thousands of anti-ICE protesters taking the streets in downtown LA. They
marched onto the freeway and blocked traffic on the 101, speaking out against President Trump's immigration policies.
Yeah.
And KCAL News reporter Amanda Sorrentino live still in downtown where protesters are faced off with law enforcement through the night. Amanda?
Good evening. Well, parades of people have been protesting from the morning well into the evening, some still going now. And you can see LAPD still behind us here. They have blocked off the Main Street Bridge here, and they continue to move their skirmish line through the area, trying to push people out. About 6 p.m. this evening, police declared this an unlawful assembly. And since then, they've been working to get people to disperse out of this area. We still have CHP and LAPD choppers ahead watching where these protesters are going as they continue to make their way through downtown LA, sharing their strong message against President Trump's crackdown on illegal immigration. Thousands of people took to the streets of downtown LA protesting President Donald Trump's illegal immigration policies. The demonstration started on Olvera Street with a march to City Hall early Sunday afternoon. LAPD ordered multiple street closures in the area as the moving protests grew in size. It eventually shut down the 101 as demonstrators took their rally to the freeway. With Mexican and Central American flags waving, signs referencing the president's stance on immigration, explosions of fireworks and chants of Si se puede, their message loud and clear against the president's promise of mass deportation.
We're not criminals. We just want to work.
A lot of people just want to work. We all want to survive.
Sarah Aguilar of Long Beach is a daughter of immigrant parents.
I'm out here to represent for my people. I'm out here to be the voice for the people that have been silenced out of fear. I'm out here to keep pushing.
And as this protest goes into the evening hours, traffic completely gridlocked on surface streets right alongside the 101 as thousands of protesters take over the Main Street Bridge downtown.
This really hurts. Like, seeing everybody go through this thing, like I have family members, I got friends that have to go through all this stuff, and it just hurts.
Carlos Cervantes of Brea protesting in the downtown traffic.
It's all the hate, honestly, all this new laws that Trump is trying to bring into this world, like this is not what we're really like looking for.
Since taking office, President Trump has signed multiple executive orders cracking down on illegal immigration. In Los Angeles, ICE has begun deportations, a fear for many who showed up to this protest.
It's not just about our individual selves, it's about our friends, our families, our students, our neighbors, for those who cannot show up today.
It's sad in the fact that they're coming so strong with all these ICE raids, and they're unjustifying the deportation of some of the U.S. citizenships that have been taken just because of how they look. And I just think right now these are needed. They're very much needed, because it is the moment where you are going to see that all of the voices, all of the people are together. And when we're together, we will not be divided.
In a post on X, LAPD says the demonstration is non-permitted. And by 6 p.m., the department declared it an unlawful assembly and began to close in on protesters.
Just look at this. This is beautiful. This is all the people. We are the people. Power to the people.
All right, so you can see the 101 back open in both directions now, but CHP blocking the Los Angeles Street exit right there, right before Alameda and Union Station, blocking access also to the Main Street Bridge as well. But if you come back out here, we can see that LAPD still has their presence out here. It looks like they've been able to push those protesters out of this area. It looks like they made it their way down to Main and Alameda, where we can see those choppers, the law enforcement choppers, still circling that area. And we still have a LAPD coming down right here too, on Spring and Arcadia, patrolling this area, trying to get everyone to disperse, as they have called this an unlawful assembly. So we'll keep an eye on this. We do not know if any arrests have been made so far yet. Back to you guys.
Thank you. A rowdy crowd of protesters also gathered in the San Fernando Valley. Police say about 250 people are at this demonstration in Pacoima. The group says they just want to get their message across.
We're out here demonstrating. It's a little ruckus, but we're out here showing that, you know, the immigrants do matter. You know, for our people, we help build this state. We help build this country.
It's because it's super injustice that this is going on when immigrants really do make America great. We help build your crops. We help make Philippines constructions, and you treat us like garbage, like if we're unuseful.
Yeah, some people, police say some vehicles, I should say, were performing stunts and blocking streets. No word yet on if any arrests have been made.
Chaos and outrage today in downtown L.A. with thousands of people protesting President Trump's threat of mass deportation. The crowds blocked the freeways, the city streets. They caused huge traffic delays, and they prompted the LAPD to issue a citywide tactical alert. Carlos Aceto is live for us in downtown L.A. tonight, where things are a little bit calmer. Carlos?
That's right, Rick. It is much calmer, much quieter right now. But as you know, these demonstrations lasted pretty much all day. The protesters here moved in, shutting down the 101 freeway, shutting it down at least a couple of times. Let's watch. Officers in riot gear surrounded the 101 freeway through downtown LA Sunday evening as the LAPD issued a citywide tactical alert. Small scuffles broke out between protesters and police as tensions escalated. Police issued dispersal orders as demonstrators marched onto the freeway, forcing several closures throughout the day. CHP officers doing everything they could to clear the lanes and keep everyone safe and off the freeway. Earlier, thousands of protesters rallied against President Donald Trump's crackdown on illegal immigration and mass deportations.
We've seen it already a bunch of times all over, so he doesn't care. We need to be treated like humans. And, you know, we're being treated inhumanely.
Since his first day back in office, Trump has signed a flurry of executive orders authorizing greater military force at the U.S.-Mexico border. The administration says it's going after violent criminal immigrants who are in the country illegally. But with nearly 1,000 deportations daily, many fear no one is safe.
There's so many people out there that may have came here illegally, but it's home. We're the ones that, our parents are the ones that sacrificed everything for us to come here. And we're more than grateful for them.
I'm mad, I'm like sad, I'm like all mixed emotions because they're doing all this to people who don't deserve it.
And the 101 freeway is back open tonight, as are most surface streets around the downtown LA area. No word on any arrests. We're live tonight in downtown LA. Carlos Salcedo, KTLA 5 News.
And there's been mass opposition to President Donald Trump's immigration policies. Demonstrations were held across the country today, rallying against his policies, which have included ramping up the use of ICE to deport people who are in the U.S. illegally. In Los Angeles, crowds flooded downtown, blocking one of the major freeways in that city. The demonstrations backed up traffic for several hours, but largely remained peaceful. KTV's Greg Lee has the story.
A day-long protest stretching into the night downtown L.A. A massive number of LAPD and CHP officers in riot gear working to disperse a crowd of protesters off city streets. Earlier in the day, thousands of people flooded the area, even walking onto the 101, forcing a stretch of the freeway to close for hours. The group protesting the Trump administration's immigration crackdown and planned mass deportations.
I'm here for the dreamers, for all the illegal immigrants that cannot speak up.
Trump, you're not welcome here.
People gathered in the morning on Alvaro Street before marching to City Hall. Their signs targeting ICE and supporting immigrant workers, writing things like, "Don't bite the hand that feeds you."
We're hardworking people. We're full of pride. We have love, and we're not here to come against America. We're a part of America. We are America.
In a flurry of action, President Trump declared a national emergency at the southern border, ramped up ICE activity in major cities, and lifted long-time restrictions on immigration enforcement at sensitive places like schools and churches.
Protesting for our people, for peace, for equality. I think everything that's going on is so scary, and I think we all deserve to be treated like humans.
In recent weeks, ICE agents have carried out operations around the state, including in LA and the Bay Area. Friday, the White House press secretary spoke directly to leaders in sanctuary cities.
They would be very wise to comply with this administration, because this administration is hell-bent on enforcing our nation's immigration laws.
The crowd eventually coaxed off the freeway. Some protesters spray-painted obscenities, and others did donuts on side streets. Organizers hoping it would not take away from their message.
I'm here to represent my heritage and where I came from, and to come against hatred and racism.
If we stay united, we're going to stay together. So we're going to make it better. We have always made it better.
Greg Lee, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
Thousands of protesters rallied in downtown LA today against President Trump's crackdown on illegal immigration and his aggressive deportation policies.
Yeah, those protesters taking over the 101 freeway at certain points. Jennifer McGraw live for us in downtown LA. She's got the latest. Jen?
Rick and Karine, finally we're hearing the police helicopters flying around saying officially this is an unlawful assembly. Everybody must leave this area. We've seen hundreds and thousands of people in this downtown Los Angeles area. It has been completely gridlocked. Just moments ago behind me there were dozens of officers. They all got in their squad cars and they went flying down the street. They definitely mean business for these people out here who have a strong message. Hundreds seen taking over the freeway and marching in the streets of downtown LA, protesting President Donald Trump's policies regarding immigration and deportations.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
Us as Latinas, Latinos, us as Hispanics, it's scary for everybody. We don't know the future.
Since his first day back in office, Trump has signed a flurry of executive orders giving the military a greater presence at the U.S.-Mexico border and the reduction of restrictions previously levied against immigration and customs enforcement. While many immigrants fear for the deportation of families and children, the president says he's targeting dangerous and heinous individuals. that the administration is removing from the American communities. But we've seen nearly 1,000 deportations daily, a fear for many.
We've seen it already a bunch of times all over, so he doesn't care. We need to be treated like humans. And, you know, we're being treated inhumanely.
My parents came here at the age of 18, and I feel like it's only right for my siblings and I to take advantage of their struggles, and I feel like that's for everyone here too. We have a voice, and I think it's only right we use it for our parents and our grandparents.
And say they'll continue to resist deportations.
Use your voice, make a difference. Y que viva la raza.
And the freeway, the 101 freeway, is still shut down. Police officers and Caltrans are out here right now closing the ramps. They say it's just not safe to reopen quite yet. And again, it is an unlawful assembly. Everyone here must disperse. That's the very latest. We're live in downtown LA. Back to you in Hollywood.
It's going to be a long night in downtown LA. Thanks for that.
不得不承认，西班牙裔真的太团结了。华人这辈子是没戏了。如果有华人被遣返，其他华人高兴还来不及，绝对不可能上街抗议。感谢大家收看，感谢大家关注。